us perform Reader's Theater, The Veggie Thief. Skunk, our main character, will be played by Sensational Scarlet.
Elegant Ellie will be played by Elegant Ellie. She is the skunk. The rabbit.
I'm narrator 1 and
I'm narrator 2.
we will be starting. Skunk was excited about the new community garden. She planted a variety of vegetables in the small patch she was allotted.
Skunk took great care of her garden. She watered it every day, and once a week pulled out of the weeds out of the garden.
Soon the first of her vegetables were ready to be harvested. Skunk eagerly opened the gate to the community garden.
I can't wait to put my pick my carrots. I wonder how big they'll be.
Skunk stood over her garden and looked at where her carrots had been planted.
My carrots, someone has picked them.
Skunk stomped out of the garden.
Later that day, Skunk went for a walk around the neighborhood. As she went around right past Rabbit, who was lounging on her comfy chair on her porch.
Rabbit.
Hey Skunk, you look sad. Come up for some tea.
Oh, alright. Rabbit served Skunk a hot cup of tea as well as some freshly baked dessert.
Rabbit. Have some of my carrot cake. I tried a new recipe.
Skunk bit into the cake.
Delicious, Rabbit.
Skunk and Rabbit chatted on Rabbit's porch. Skunk's mood brightened indeed.
The next day, Skunk was home. She entered the community garden. She was carrying a basket.
Skunk.
My tomatoes are just right. They'll be perfect in my salad tonight.
But Skunk's jaw dropped as she stared at her tomato plant.
My tomatoes, someone has picked them.
Skunk stomped out of her garden.
Later that day, Skunk went for a walk around the neighborhood. She was positively forlorn. She walked right past Rabbit, who was reading on her porch.
Hey Skunk, having a bad day? Come and join me for a snack on my porch. Alright, I am a little hungry.
Rabbit served Skunk a tall glass of lemonade as well as a plate full of crackers and fresh tomato salsa.
I made this salsa this morning.
Skunk spread the chunky salsa and took a bite. She spread the chunky salsa on a cracker and took a bite.
Delicious, Rabbit.
Skunk and Rabbit chatted on Rabbit's porch. When it was time to leave, Skunk had forgotten all about what Rabbit had happened to her tomatoes.
The next day, Skunk hummed as she entered the community garden.
My zucchinis are nice and fat. Fat. I can't wait to have some for supper tonight.
Skunk lifted the leaf shading her zucchini.
My zucchini too? No.
Skunk began to shake with anger. She couldn't help it. She let out a huge spray.
Okay, whatever. Okay, keep going now. Okay, go now. Yeah. Later that day, Skunk went for a walk around the neighborhood. She was totally frustrated. She walked around right past Rabbit, who was doing a crossword puzzle on her porch.
Rabbit?
Hey Skunk, you look like you need some cheering up. I have a special treat. You're going to love it. Well, alright. It does smell good.
Rabbit served Skunk a tall glass of milk and a plate full of sweet bread.
I don't want
Rabbit?
I just made this zucchini bread this morning.
Skunk took a bite.
Delicious, Rabbit.
All of a sudden, Skunk had a thought. Her eyes widened, then narrowed as she examined Rabbit.
Wait a second, Rabbit. I know what's going on here. Carrot cake on Monday, salsa on Tuesday, and zucchini bread on Wednesday. You've been taking cooking classes, haven't you? Well, matter of fact, I have.
Skunk and Rabbit chatted happily on Rabbit's porch. Skunk was feeling great.
The next day, Skunk tramped to the community garden. First thing in the morning, instead of going to her patch, she hid behind a bean plant in the neighboring patch.
This is the bean one.
The skunk got a little bit confused there.
Dada.
Skunk? Skunk?
I'm gonna catch that veggie thief if I have to stay here all day.
Skunk did not have to wait long. She heard some humming coming from her patch.
Skunk peeked out from behind the bean plant. She gasped. There was her good friend Rabbit picking her peas.
Rabbit, what are you doing? Oh, hello, Skunk. I am picking peas for a new recipe. I'm making pea soup today.
But those are my peas.
Oh, Skunk, don't be silly. It's a community garden. Everybody's allowed to use it.
Yeah.
Yes, everybody's allowed to go and pick their.
Oh! Rabbit froze. A sheepish look spread across her face.
Oh dear, you mean I've been picking your vegetables this whole time? Skunk glared at Rabbit.
Yes!
I thought.
Rabbit's eye filled with tears.
Skunk looked at Rabbit, then her pea plant, then at her. She thought about what a good friend Rabbit had been to her, especially over the past few days. Skunk's face softened.
Well, Rabbit.
Rabbit looked up at Skunk mournfully.
We better get to work picking those peas. They're not gonna pick themselves. Oh, really, Skunk? It's gonna be the best. It's gonna be the best pea soup I've ever tasted.
Skunk and Rabbit spent the morning happily picking peas,
From then on, Skunk grew the vegetables.
and Rabbit did the cooking.
And by the way, the pea soup, it was
Delicious!
delicious.